Hi, today we are going to focus on the ethics of enhancement. New drugs and medical technologies are usually developed to cure diseases or treat injuries. But there are situations in which these can be used to enhance certain abilities of normal people. If you could use medicine to improve your concentration or memory when studying for an exam, would you use it? First, let's watch a manga clip in which Kanami's friends, Yusuke and Kevin, discuss the issue while studying for a test at the school library.
I just can't seem to concentrate when it comes to studying. I can finish short distance dash in a flash though. If I keep getting bad grades like this, I feel like I might end up becoming a cheater. If only there was a way to temporarily boost my concentration.
Yeah, right. There's nothing that convenient.
Actually, they have drugs for that.
They do?
Shh! This is a library.
It isn't heard of often in Japan, but in other places, people take doses of things like Ritalin and Adderall to boost their concentration before they take tests. And it seems to boost their grades quite a bit.
Wow, were they made specifically to help people get better grades?
Nah, these types of drugs were originally used on children who had trouble concentrating. They boost concentration even if normal people use them though. Some say they are addictive and have side effects, but overseas, people are always talking about them.
Whoa, guess that would be better than becoming a cheater, huh?
I don't think so.
What?
That's the doping. I'd much rather take on something fair and square with my own strengths before I rely on the power of drugs. Besides, even if I did get good grade like that, I wouldn't be able to own that result. Unfair stuff like that is bad.
Well then, what about this? You bought a new pair of spikes recently, didn't you? What if they helped you break a new record? Does it mean you wouldn't be able to own that result either? People who can't afford new spikes would probably see that as unfair.
But?
Uniforms and swimsuits are officially approved tools that enhance people's abilities. For some reason, only drugs are off limits. Don't you think it's odd? Taking a drug is just like drinking a cup of coffee, don't you think? Drugs are more intense though. I don't see why people have to be so strict about them. If you really want to compete fairly, then no one should eat or drink anything or wear any clothes. By the way, Yusuke, what if I told you I had some of those drugs on me? What would you do?
The use of drugs or medical technologies for the purposes of enhancing abilities is called enhancement. Enhancement means strengthening. In recent years, it has become a major problem. The drugs that appear in the manga, Ritalin and Adderall, were originally developed to treat children with concentration problems known as Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, or ADHD. They are normally prescribed by physicians. In the United States and other places, however, students and researchers are actually using these drugs in order to enhance their powers of concentration. Drugs like these that are used to enhance cognitive functions are generally called smart drugs or smart pills. One well-known example involved a 2008 internet survey of readers of the scientific journal Nature. Responses were received from more than 1,400 people in 60 countries worldwide. When asked if they had ever used one of 3 drugs, including Ritalin, to enhance concentration or memory? About 20% answered yes. 1 out of 3 respondents had obtained such drugs on the internet. Furthermore, about 80% of respondents said that they felt that the use of these kinds of drugs by healthy adults should be permitted. There are also cases in which antidepressants developed to treat people with depression, for example Prozac, are used as happy pills in order to stabilize moods. To give a more familiar example, cosmetic surgical procedures, originally developed to repair facial injuries, might also be considered as a use of medical technologies for enhancement. Doping in sports could be considered a form of enhancement of physical abilities. Anabolic steroids, which are used as muscle enhancers, have become notorious as doping drugs. Techniques to strengthen muscles using genetic modification have been studied with the hope of treating muscular dystrophy patients. But some have pointed out that these techniques could be used to enhance the muscles of athletes. As all this shows, the potential for medical technologies to be used for enhancement has emerged in many forms. The major problems are concerns over safety and side effects, such as addiction. For example, Ritalin has been found to have side effects such as hallucinations, delusions, and addiction. Hypothetically, however, if these issues were overcome and drugs and medical technologies were developed to enhance intelligence or strength without any side effects, would it be permissible to use these? Or should they be prohibited nonetheless?